Welcome back to Questing Beast. I'm Ben. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a nice, relaxing video where I'm going to open up a whole bunch of mail that you guys have been sending to my business mailbox over the last few weeks. I receive packages all the time from all over the world, and it's a lot of fun to open them up and go through them because I never know what I'm going to get. Typically, it's different role-playing games or zines or other weird little products. It's always a surprise, and I thought maybe you guys would like to enjoy that with me. I only make a limited number of review videos every year, so there's no way I can possibly make review videos of every book that I am sent, but maybe this would be a good way to get a little bit of exposure for all of these interesting products that are out there. Right at the beginning, I should point out that one of the books that was sent to me over the last couple of weeks was this deluxe copy of the Break RPG. Now, I already happen to have a copy of this, so the creator said that I could just give it away to one of my followers, and that's exactly what I am going to do. At the end of March, I will give away this copy to one random person who is subscribed to the Questing Beast newsletter, which is totally free. Link is down in the description below. If you're already subscribed to the newsletter, there's nothing you have to do. You're already in the running and you're good to go. So remember to go down to the link below and put in your email address and you will be in the running. Okay, the first package we're going to open comes from Watcher DM, which is a publisher I'm not really familiar with. And it comes in this fairly light little bag. It feels like possibly a small product like a zine maybe. Let's cut it open here and see what we get. My rusty old X-Acto knife. Dear Questing Beast, I hope you like this zine I am sending. We created it for the Knave Adventure Game Jam. That's awesome. That was a really fun adventure game jam. While it had only modest success in the jam, we were fortunate enough to kickstart a small print run and expand the book to 32 pages. We really enjoyed playing Knave 2E while creating this. Thank you for your amazing product. I'd love to hear from you if you have feedback. We are loving the learning experience of RPG writing and design, and experts like yourself provide valuable insight. Well, that is very nice of you. Thank you so much. I like how it has a wax seal down here. That's very classy. All right, what is this product? 7 Sealed Spirits. I remember seeing this in the game jam. Expanded edition. It's made for Knave. It's got a little bookmark here. The Wily Witch's Townhouse. It's using those end pages. It's got some hooks. Its background. It's got a little hex crawl there. Black Beach. It's got some nice illustrations here. Just going to flip through it real quick. Little dungeon. Looks like a little... Is this part of the dungeon or is it looks like a fortress? But it's a little bit hard to tell from the map right here. I'd have to read through it a little bit more carefully. A mirror forest. Nests. High Talons Tower. The Black Rose. Well, that's a nice map. I really like that one. 7 of the different spirits you can meet. I wonder if the creators did all of the art too, because this art is quite nice. The Tower of Azarius. Using bookmarks right there. Is the art all done by them? And yeah, this isn't public domain art or anything like that. It's all illustrated by Gabriel Watcher. So that's really cool to see. Nice. Thank you for sending that, Gabriel. Our next package here is from Horatio. Let's see what we get inside. It's like a deck. And yes, I think that's all that we have in there. Okay. Horatio's note says, thank you for the amazing content, and hopefully this is a fun palate cleanser on those downtimes between play sessions. It's a little deck of cards. It says, Traumatarium Deculus, a solo dungeon crawl card game. The world of Traumatarium is now on your tabletop. Inside you will find a deck with everything you need to set off on a randomly generated adventure. All right, what do you say? Let's open it up. It has kind of like weathering to the deck, so it looks like it's old already, which is kind of a fun little thing. What are some of these cards here? Life, Potion, Bomb, and not totally sure what that is. Koi? Probably just misreading that. Looks like some rules for the game right here. Different types of creatures you might come across. A boss monster, fire starter, safe room, mimic, some sort of big baddie, a zombie, tracked and trapped. Runaways? Ruffians? I really like the art. The art is very stylish. It has a lot of personality. Necromancer, a shortcut. You could probably use a lot of these as just an example of a creature that your characters run into, right? They find a golem. You could put this on the table. Even if you weren't playing this game, I'm not sure how the game works. I haven't read all the rules. But I am really enjoying the art all on its own. Assassin, treasure room. Lots of very sword and sorcery, pulpy art. Locked doors, lost, shifting maze, catch your breath, the oracle, hand of fate, burial chamber, So all of the art and all of the illustrations are unique, so that is a lot of fun. Swarm of bats, sellsword, ogres. Very fun. That's very cool looking. I love the style of this. All right, package number 3 looks like a bigger one. I think this comes from Drive-Thru RPG. This is the kind of packaging that you typically see for Drive-Thru. So let's see what's in here. All right, inside we have the Pestilence at Haleth Vorn for 6 to 8 characters of 4th to 6th level by G. Hawkins. It appears to be a dungeon of some type. That's the vibe that I'm getting from it. Some nice hand-drawn black and white old school illustrations. That's always fun to see. Big area map to explore. Looks like a starting town, pretty typical for a mega dungeon. And the ruins themselves. Let's see if we can find an actual zone. The Temple of Thul. So there we go. That's one of the levels of this dungeon. Looks like there's probably quite a few of them. The Shrule Caverns. The Hidden Complex. It's pretty substantial. This goes on for well over 100 pages. So lots of different encounters and rooms. That's pretty neat. I guess you can never have too many mega dungeons. Of course, I haven't done any detailed look through this, so I'm not totally sure what it's all about, but I am enjoying the illustrations and the general vibes it's given off. This next one comes all the way from Madrid in Spain. I love this cool stamp on the back. It's The Bread Worm. Is that the name of the people who made this? I am not sure. I guess we'll find out. Inside we have just one book. Crown of Salt. All right, let's take a look inside real quick. What's going on here? Some new treasures. It definitely feels like Morkborg from the art design, the giant, old style typography. Hirelings. Let's see. Is this a big adventure? It's got some shops, a night in the woods, falling rules. It appears to be a rule book because it has rules in it, but it also has locations like the rifts, sanctuaries, dwellers that you might find there. A lot of fun looking art. Very evocative, definitely going for horror vibes. Random encounters like the saltworm, rust bugs, salinized fossils, pteranodons. Nothing holds more power than an icon. So we definitely have pages that are just, it's stitch bound. So that's very nice. Big illustrations with just a couple of sentences. So it's just trying to give you the feel of the world at the cost of density. I do like density, but I have to appreciate that it does look very pretty. There appears to be an adventure at the back here because there is a little illustration that's repeated over and over, with I think the red area being the room that's being described. So that's quite nice. It makes it a lot easier to follow what's going on. Again, it feels a lot like what we saw in Morkborg, which had a similar style of adventure design at the back of it. Now our last one here is a big box. This is by Need Games, which I don't know really anything about. So box isn't too heavy, so it's probably well padded. Let's see what we get inside. And inside is just one little book, Terror Target Gemini RPG. I've not heard of this at all. It says, in the Maju, life is shorter than a dynamite fuse. Terror Target Gemini is an OSR role-playing game where you play as runner seeking golden adventure in a hyper-violent, wacky Western world. Well, that sounds really interesting. Let's see what it looks like inside. Wow, right away this is reminding me of Gozer, which is that completely hand-written role-playing game I looked at a while back. This looks like it's going for something very similar. Is it all handwritten? I think it is. A lot of the... none of the letters are exactly the same. So that is always really fun to see because it feels like, the crazed scribblings of a guy in a notebook somewhere. Humans, the runner's origins. Rules of the game. Combat. This looks like a lot of fun. I love the feel of this. Most wanted section, your different types of monsters, fairies, dryads, all sorts of wacky characters that you can run into. Definitely not a very serious role-playing game. Not trying to be. Some ready-made runners at the back that you can jump into. They're all very different from each other. Lots of different species. Has definitely a sci-fi feel to it. And it appears to be a short adventure at the back that looks like train-based, like a train robbery. Those are always very fun and very dynamic because you can fall off the train, you can get crushed underneath them, you can separate parts of the train. I love stuff like that where there's a lot of ways to manipulate what's going on. This actually looks really neat. Of all the ones I've looked at today, I think this stands out to me the most as the most intriguing, something I might want to dive into a bit deeper. Unfortunately, I do have a big backlog of other books I need to look at. But this is very cool looking. I love what it is trying to do. It's right up my alley, I think. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for checking out these books with me. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see more videos like this, where I check out the strange stuff that I get sent in the mail as little previews for things that I might make videos about in the future. As I mentioned at the beginning, remember to make sure that you are subscribed to the Questing Beast newsletter if you want to get in the running to get sent a free copy of the Break RPG. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.